Hey, this is Henrik Booz, and this is another video about how you can more efficiently and effectively tie global engagement as a learning outcome to some of the activities that you're dealing with. By now, most of you guys have probably taken a look at this managed back tip sheet or at least seen it to some degree. I'm going to go ahead and click on learning outcomes. It's going to take me to that header, and then they're all arranged in the same order that you'll see them on managed back. So I'm just going to scroll down here to global engagement. Now, a lot of you guys have been listing your global engagement as being part of the French or Danish or Chinese exchange program, or that perhaps you went to another country to help tutor someone, as some of your peers have done, or maybe you helped to build some sort of facility in another country. But global engagement doesn't necessarily mean that you cross borders. In fact, we can deal with global engagement sitting right here in E101 at Marshall High School. So I'm going to read verbatim this second paragraph right here. It does not necessarily mean that you work in another country or host a foreign exchange student. Think about how your experiences exhibit a focus on issues that affect the greater Northern Virginia community, the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Eastern Seaboard, the U.S., North America, the Western Hemisphere, and Earth. You can kind of see us kind of panning out, as it were, zooming out. So what I'm asking you to do is focus on issues that other communities across the globe also deal with: ecology, protests against and for the government, raising literacy, civil and equal rights, income disparity, STEM education, education in general, obesity. Again, think about issues of global engagement. What common issues the entire world is engaged in? Some students are going to reference their involvement in Inspire USA, Model UN, DC ambassadors, etc. Some of you guys are going to just learn a foreign language and think about that. That's fine. There are a variety of different resources available to you. And the one that I've shown a lot of you guys is this issue of overview of global issues that the UN puts out. You can see, they're all alphabetized right here. How do we just deal with democracy? Madagascar has recently gone through a presidential election with more than, I think, 25 candidates, and yet it's the poorest nation on earth. So how are one of the poorest nations? How are other countries dealing with some of these issues? And so that resource is really quite beneficial. Furthermore, and a little bit more, not abstract, but esoteric and maybe complex, are these 17 sustainable development goals. And you can see right here on the website, there's no poverty, zero hunger, et cetera, et cetera. This is a fantastic website from the UN dealing with these 17 issues, and you can see that there are examples here. Number 5, gender equality, calling out sexist language and behavior. So if you click on that, you can then click on Goal 5 and find out more about basically achieving gender equality. So these are just fantastic resources that the UN has established, and I highly encourage that you use them.